Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to snowy Northern Illinois in April, nonetheless. So here we are today, hoping to stay warm for the rest of the day. I have a busy day ahead of me. And I wanted to welcome you. Hey, Bonnie, great to see you. I wanted to welcome you to the new week and say hi and say I'm glad you're here. Hey, Julianne, nice to see you too. So glad that you could join me. And today I'm going to be talking about what a lot of people talk about when they say monkey mind. Um, there's a couple things that happen to people when they get stressed or when they get overwhelmed. There's fight, flight, there's freeze, and there's faint. So they pretty much have one of four options. Now, everybody's a little bit different. For me, when I get stressed, my nervous system shuts down. It's almost like, if you give Ritalin to kids who had ADD, it overstimulates their system so that their nervous system shuts down. And that's kind of what happens to me when I get stressed. Everything just sort of goes offline and checks out, disassociates a little bit. For other people, when they get stressed, their mind ramps up and they end up in this fight or flight place where they either need to punch somebody or they need to run or they need to punch somebody and then run. But a lot of people, when they get stressed, their mind starts to go faster and faster. Hey, Beverly, good to see you. And they have this really hard time because everybody out there says, well, you just need to meditate more. You just need to, relax. You just need to calm down. You just need to think positively. You just need to stop thinking so many negative thoughts. Do you know how impossible that is when you're stressed out? When you are overwhelmed and your brain is going a million miles a minute, trying to make sure you keep all the balls juggled, because if you don't, the world's going to come to an end, because that's what it feels like. It feels like the world's going to end. You don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be catastrophic. And everybody's just telling you, you just need to relax. You just need to, stop being so negative. You need to stop thinking so much. Why do you think so much? So let me give you a little bit of insight of why some people think so much when they're stressed out. Because when we get stressed, you need to think about stress not just as a mental issue, but as a physical issue too. We get stressed and our body feels it. It's not just in our head, we get physical symptoms. Our heart might beat faster, our nervous system might fire differently, our stomach, our digestive system will either come online or offline. All of these physical things are happening to us. And because we're physically so uncomfortable, let's say our skin is oversensitive and prickly, or, and let's say you end up with symptoms of fibromyalgia, or your rheumatoid arthritis kicks in, or your regular arthritis kicks in. When we're stressed, on the one hand, our body, hey Terry, our body releases a ton of cortisol, which is a great anti-inflammatory, but it also, hey Princess Di, it also ramps us up. Deb's here too, cool. It also ramps us up and makes us a superhero for a little while. But that's really uncomfortable for our bodies to maintain that level of high intensity. And we feel it in all sorts of different ways. Locked muscles, tight backs, our knees hurt, our hips hurt, our heads hurt, our necks hurt. So where can we escape to? And the place we escape to is our thoughts and our head. Now, there was this neat research project a while back on people who had epilepsy, and they would have these epileptic seizures. And the seizures were so severe that they needed to separate the brain in half. They needed to cut the corpus callosum. And so the right side and the left side of the brain were separated, and they weren't talking to each other. So in this experiment, they would have somebody, hey Barbara, they'd have somebody cover one eye, let's say their right eye, and they would hand them an umbrella and say, we're giving you this umbrella as part of the experiment. Then they would have people switch hands and cover the other eye, and they'd hand them the umbrella, and they'd say, why do you have an umbrella? And they would say, well, because it was raining outside, and I needed to make sure I had my umbrella with me because I like to be prepared. So what our brain does is it comes up with reasons and stories, a whole rabbit hole of thoughts and ideas to try to make sense of how we feel. Now, when we don't have enough information, then we have no idea why we feel the way that we feel. We just know that we don't feel good, and our brain's desperately grasping onto straws to try to get some sense of safety or control of the situation. So I'd like to suggest to you a different path than trying to calm yourself down through meditation. Meditation is wonderful as a proactive movement, as something you do before you get stressed. Because once you're stressed, you are pretty much off the rails. You are done for. And so meditation keeps you from getting super stressed in the first place, but it's really not very good when you're in this chronic place of your mind never shutting down, trying to make sense of things, gain some control, feel safe, dial down the insecurity. Because what's going on is a physical sensation. Hey, Michael, great to see you. It's a physical sensation. And if you want to quiet your mind, you need to change how you feel. And then as a side effect, your brain will calm down too, because you'll be able to get back into your body. You'll be able to become present to your reality again because you aren't so stressed out. So when your mind won't stop thinking, when it's obsessing, when it's going round and round, when you become paranoid and or maybe you can't grasp onto a thought, I'd like to suggest that you do something that makes you feel good. Now, that's one of the reasons people come to see me, is because I do massage and body work and energy work and things along those lines. And when you come hang out with me, you get essential oils, you get music, you get conversation, you get someone who's calm, you get a beautiful setting, and you get great body work. Because touch is one of the most powerful ways to dial down stress, to dial down that felt sense of stress. And so when your mind is going crazy, it's a side effect. And if you try to resolve that side effect, if you try to calm your mind by using your mind, you are going to, hey Ronnie, you're going to fail miserably. But if you start to, the reason I love Asian medicine is because it talks about controlling your thoughts through the body, or working on the body through the mind, because they're connected. When your mind is out of control and can't be trusted, you need to go to your body and you need to start changing how you physically feel. And if you focus on changing how you physically feel, your thoughts will calm down. You will get rational again. Your limbic system will calm down. Your conscious mind, your adult mind will hook back into your system, literally. You know, they've shown it with brain scans, what happens when you're stressed. You'll become more whole. You'll become yourself again. Hey, Susan. So instead of trying to fix your crazy thoughts when you're in the middle of them by meditating more, which we all know, I've heard it 1,000 times from people, I can't meditate. I don't know how to meditate. I try to meditate and it doesn't work. That's because meditation needs to come on the front end, way before you got stressed. If you focus on the felt sense that you're having, whether you have that bath or you get the massage or you get the energy work or you go for the walk or you eat something that's delicious and has a lot of flavor to it, or you lay down or lay with a living being, a cat, a dog, a human, whatever, where you can calm down and be safe, your thoughts will start to slow down, because they're only a side effect of your limbic system kicking in. Hey, Dina, of your limbic system kicking in and trying to rescue you. But when you go back to the felt sense and you calm your body down and you put your body into a good place, then your thoughts will calm down too. Most people see stuff as massage and energy work and baths and cuddling or, whatever it may be, as something that's selfish or self-absorbed or pampering. Hey, Deborah. But it's really not. What it is it's talking to your nervous system and telling your nervous system to calm down. so that you can get back to a balanced place. So the next time you see your thoughts, you notice your thoughts going crazy and not slowing down, don't try to stop them. Don't try to control them in some way, because you won't be able to. They're out of control. They're the symptom. Instead, focus on doing something that makes you feel good, that will calm down your nervous system, and then your thoughts will follow suit. So, here is your homework assignment for today. I would like you to find something that calms you down. Pay attention to anything that you do today, whether it's going for a walk, no matter what it may be, no matter what you do. Pay attention and notice what makes you feel good and calm and centered, and keep that in your back pocket for when you start feeling stressed. Notice when you're stressed. Notice your thoughts really fast. Notice when your thoughts start to get out of control and say, aha, I'm stressed. I need to go for my walk. And even just a 10, 15-minute walk will bring you back down, put you back into a level place again. So, all right, remember, your homework assignment today is to pay attention and notice something that makes you feel good and calms your nervous system. And then remember it, anchor it in some way. And the next time your thoughts start to go a little loopy, don't try to control them. Don't try to even stop them. Instead, put your focus on, I need to do something that makes me feel good right now, and your thoughts will come into line. Okay? So I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to talking to everybody this week. If I'd love it if you would put comments below, or hearts, or shares, or whatever, because it's only by coming together as a community that we'll be able to get through this incredibly insecure and crazy time that we're living in. We've got to come together. So make sure that we do. And the more you support and let me know that you're listening and you're part of this and how it's positively affecting you, the more I'll keep doing them, because then I'll be the anchor for everybody to check in when they need to. Okay? So have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.